I wanted to do a little journal with me just because it's been a little while. I don't know about you, but I have really been struggling with my journaling recently. When my mind is really tired and I can't find a time to get a good solid break, I often find myself rushing through my journaling and not actually spending some good solid time writing. I do a lot of brain dumps when I have a lot on my mind, which is good for getting things off of my mind and just kind of de-stressing a little bit, but it doesn't fully relax me because it's just like dumping something out and not actually writing and thinking and just reflecting or being mindful. So I wanted to have a little bit more of a chill journal session right now. Although sorry if this window in the background is really annoying. I know it's like kind of awkwardly bright. I've also got some tea. It's cozy chamomile tea. So yummy. I also want to light this candle. I call it my man candle because it smells like cologne. Oh, it smells so good. Wonderful. So I encourage you to get your journal, come hang out. This can just be a little like sit down, chill, journal together sesh. Especially if you've been like me where you just haven't been in a good journaling groove. I got my Mr. Pen highlighters here. I feel like pastel colors is just kind of very representative of my mood. Because there's a lot going on, I feel like I'm just like overwhelmed, not feeling as lively and energetic, but the color is still there, you know? So that's why I'm feeling pastel vibes. I was reading in my Bible the verse that is inspiring my journal entry for tonight. It's Genesis 9:13, and it's God speaking, and he says, "I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth." The bow that it's talking about is a rainbow in the clouds, and basically he's saying it's his promise that he's not going to send another flood onto the earth. So basically the rainbow symbolizes God's grace and mercy, and because we see rainbows after a storm, it also just like reminds me of God's love during and after the storms of our lives. My Bible's an ESV translation, by the way, but the NIV translation calls it a rainbow. I've mentioned this in some of my other videos recently that there's a lot of really not good stuff going on in my life right now, but there's also a lot of really good things as well. And so that's why that verse especially feels fitting, just because there's just a lot of goodness that God has blessed me with during this stormy season. So I just wanted to write about that. In case you were wondering, I'm on page 165 of my journal, and it has 256 pages, which means I have less than 100 pages left, which is really crazy. I also was thinking of doing a journaling marathon at some point, which means I would finish this journal like pretty soon if I do a journaling marathon. I just don't know when I'll have a good time to do a journaling marathon, and I also would want to film it for you guys because it's just a fun video to film, but I don't exactly have time to sit down and write and film a journaling marathon anytime soon, so we'll see. Maybe I'll wait for another time. And I'm gonna go ahead and set up my journal entry. So I always do the day of the week, the time that I start my entry, and the date. Today is Wednesday, and what time is it? It is 7:54 p.m., which means I'm hopefully going to bed kind of soon since I work tomorrow. And it is currently July 10th, 2024. Alright, so using my little highlighters, I'm going to pick out the colors I want to use. I find that the outside barrels of the Mr. Pen highlighters don't always match the color super accurately, which I'm not super bothered by, but I do think I want to, at some point, do some sort of like swatch sticker thing that I can put on the outside, just so that I have the actual color on the outside of the highlighters so that I can just visually see what the color is. Maybe even like put it on the top, just so that it's easier for me to know the color without having to swatch them ahead of time. But I was actually just using these earlier today, so I think I know which colors I want to use. I need like a pinkish red color, an orange, yellow. I want like a turquoisey green since I'm gonna be doing like pastels. This blue and this purple. Okay, so here are the colors. They're super cute. Just a little pastel rainbow. And I'm gonna have some more in my tea. Got my AirPods over here. Guys, my man candle smells so nice. Maybe I should call it a mandel. A man candle. I love it. So for my journal entry, I think I'm just going to start out by drawing a little rainbow. So here's the question. Do I want to sketch it or do I just want to go for it? I think I should just go for it. That's what I always do anyway, because it doesn't need to be perfect. Let me actually look up the NIV version of the Bible verse because I want to include that in my journal entry. I have set my rainbow in the clouds and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Love it. All right, I'm just going to YOLO it. Ooh, next we're gonna move on to orange. Hope we don't run out of space with this rainbow. Oof, that was a little rough. Yellow. Wow. Okay, this is really not going well. It's okay. This is supposed to be a relaxing journal entry. A little reminder for myself to chill out and rest in God's promises. Green. Ooh, this is a little bit darker than I was remembering. That's okay. This is also a little lopsided, which is also okay. Okay, and then blue. Ooh, yikes. And lastly, purple. I'm not gonna lie, this is maybe not my most favoriteest colored rainbow. I think the purple kind of saved it though. Now I'm going to take my 0.8 Pentel point liner. I literally would die for this pen. I love it so much. And I think I'm going to write the Bible verse here on the side. I would love it if it was spaced out very nicely right here, but I'm not sure if that's going to actually end up happening. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. I might be able to do it. I have set my rainbow. Ooh. I almost messed that up. Rainbow. Oh gosh, that's sad. Let me take a white pen and try to fix that just a little bit. Glad I caught that before I really messed it up. In the cloud, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Okay, now I'm going to take a 0.3 Pentel point liner and just write which verse it is. Genesis 9:13. I kind of wish I used a thinner one, but oh well. I think I'm also going to take the 0.8 point liner and do like a little, I don't know what you want to call it, a little thing around the rainbow. I wish it was like one line lower just because this kind of bugs me, but that's okay. Okay, I also think I want to do a little rainbow in the corner down here. I'm not sure if I want to do it like a curved one or if I want to just do like a straight diagonal one. If I did a straight diagonal one, it would cover over the 165 number, which I don't really know if I care if it does that or not. It would be easier to do a diagonal one, just straight, but I feel like it might not match the vibe of this rainbow. I think I'm gonna do like a little swirly rainbow, or not swirly, like a little wavy one. Now to the blue and green. I was wanting it to be like a little bit more on a curve than yellow. I don't know if that looks weird or not. This kind of looks a little awkward. Orange. And then last but not least, the red. I think that's pretty good, and then I feel like I should also do these same little lines like around it just so that it matches. Okay, I think that looks cute. So I actually just got distracted and it is like an hour later. It's much darker now. And I need to finish my journal entry. This is all I have still. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and write the rest of it. I still might include some more color though. I'm not sure if I'm wanting to journal a prayer or if I'm wanting to write it in like, wow, my shoulder just cracked really loud. I'm not sure if I'm wanting to write it in first person, like me and I talking like myself, like my thoughts, or if I should journal to the Lord and write a prayer. I kind of want to do a prayer, but also I feel like then I'll get pretty deep and I don't want to show that online, and I was wanting to show you guys what my journal entry is like. So because of that, I might just write first person and then I'll do my praying in my head later tonight or something, because I do need to get to bed soon since I work tomorrow. I want to use my black Pentel sign brush pen. Where's my black pen? Ah, it's right here at the very bottom. I think I'm gonna do like a 2-lined prayer and then I'll write the thing underneath so that I can show you guys. So I ended up writing the whole journal entry. I kind of just got in a little bit of a flow. I really wish I didn't have work tomorrow because I want to keep writing. I would love to do a Bible study right now, but I'm actually not done just yet. This is the fun part. We get to color this in like a little coloring book. Ta-da! Look how beautiful. It's been a while since I just did a pretty journal entry like this. It honestly is so therapeutic for me and it makes my heart so happy, and just slowing down and writing was really, really nice. I haven't been rushing through my most recent journal entries, but I feel like this one was just a little bit more thoughtful, which I just really love. I said, "Thank you, Lord, for the promises you make. The grace that God provides to us is something I truly do not take for granted. This stormy season is heavy, but I've been provided with so much hope and joy amidst the darkness. It's remarkable to me how much He anchors me. I feel very blessed to have the beautiful reminders of His love." Oops, that should be capitalized. I always mess that up. I feel very blessed to have beautiful reminders of His love and promises and rainbows and the other gifts He gives. It gives me peace during the storm because I know the Lord is with me and I know the rainbows are coming. And I should put a comma there. I love how it turned out. It's so cute. Also, the ending of my journal entry reminds me of Psalm 16. And no, I did not know this off the top of my head. I had just gone down a little bit of a rabbit hole of some verses and I stumbled upon this one and I was like, oh my gosh, that feels very similar to what I was just writing about. It's Psalm 16, 8 through 9, but like kind of a lot of it, but specifically, "I have set the Lord always before me, because He is at my right hand, I shall not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad, and my whole being rejoices. My flesh also dwells secure." I just thought that was pretty fitting. Anyway, my tea is now cold. Ooh, yeah, it's cold. It didn't go out. Oh, I accidentally just blew one out with my nose. I need to head to bed. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We'd love to have you here. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.